Hi folks, it's late at night and Uncle Alan's been digging around and double checking and watching a lot of videos and backtracking and stuff. Uncle Alan's tired. Okay, and I still have to do my paperwork for my eye next week. And I hate bureaucracy and I hate paperwork, but it's always followed me my entire life. Now, a couple hours ago, I did a video, about 4 hours, 5 hours, for the vineyard chicks, especially for Bunky. I'm sending them a nice gift package. Whoa. Okay. And then I thought I'll get a few views and stuff. Right now, Uncle Alan's been shadowboxed because YouTube don't like Asians. If you're not the right kind of Asians, they'll shadowbox you hard. And a lot of people are like, what's shadowboxing, Uncle Al? Go check out Yankee's Outdoor Adventure. They always shadowbox Yankee because he's a Native American. Okay? They don't like Native Americans. Okay? I don't know why, or it's Google or the AIs or the Chinese company that runs it. I get really suspicious of Google and YouTube. And folks at Google and YouTube, I will get lawyers right now. If something goes down the pipeline and your hand's in the kitty and it has a lot of markings with Chinese markings on it, I don't think you're getting out of prison for 7 to 10 to 20 years. It looks really bad, especially the A and a T and F, alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. The FBI and the DOJ and NSA and a few other people, including a few intelligence communities from Israel and everybody else, are cracking down. And Captain Crazy's trying to defend him. He's flustered, he's angry, he didn't know what was going behind his back. And, KH, Co-Captain Crazy, it has no idea what's going on. And if everybody listens very carefully and the chief of Mossad comes over to America, goes to the White House, goes to all the agency and complains about the ATF, why is ATF agents in Israel not documented? Oh, we're on vacation. You're not Jewish. Okay, that raises a lot of flags, and it's kind of suspicious. Okay, now, right now, the great crime program, I tell people go watch Lawlessness. Lawlessness was a great movie. Go check out The Highwaymen, another great movie on Netflix. But nobody listens to Uncle Al. That's why nobody's seen the last video. Because I've been shadowed boxed. You know why? Because Uncle Alan's not that groovy type of Asian. I'm not groovy. I'm common sense. I'm the truth. People don't like the truth. They want a fancy world with big boob women running around. No. Okay? Now, let's go back to Captain's Crazy crime program. It's another word, it's gun control, and he's getting back from, not from normal Americans. He's getting backing from socialists, gun control nuts. God. The people up in Canada, we know who they are. I just can't say it too much or the AI will pick it up. But we have a good idea. They speak a lot of Mandarin. Okay? Now, if you read his so-called crime program and also so-called infrastructure program, nothing to do to repair what's needed. It's a big spending plan and 40% of it's going overseas. Okay? Now, there will be strike forces. special agents and deputies. Okay? No accountability, no liability. Like the 20s and 30s. I'm a special federal agent, like in Lawless, and I could shoot anybody. Let me get out my Tommy gun and shoot that kid. He's a moonshiner. Okay, kid wasn't a moonshiner. He was black and was drinking out of a faucet, and the guy didn't like it, so he opened fire. Okay, when I hear strike forces, special strike forces, it's like during World War II. Let's round up those evil Japanese. But we've been Americans for the last 20 years and we were born here. Now you look foreign to me. And I always love it when they usually burn down the farmhouse. I have a drawing of our farmhouse, and it's a sad story, but anytime I hear special forces, okay, special police forces, like you can't build real houses, you have to live in tar paper houses until the 1920s, and we sued the state of California, Washington, or Oregon. Okay, 1920, we're still pissed. Special agents and deputies. Okay, when we hear that, we get really nervous. And a lot of Japanese people who oh, we voted Democrats. I think we just made a big mistake. And their first time gun buying, they realized they made a serious mistake. And I told them, you have to go back to the old ways. And they said, we're too old. Complain, 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 complain. And I said, be quiet. Don't come around and bitch to me. Stop being a Chad or a Karen. They're not going to help you. They're going to send you like they did to your grandparents and your aunts and uncles to the camps. So get used to it, stupid. Okay. Designated U.S. attorneys, special, or designated special U.S. attorneys to work with the ATF, not in conjunction with the Department of Justice. These are special. Last time I heard that, they had, in the 30s and 20s and 30s, a lot of people were arrested for corruption, working for a certain party with a donkey. And they said, oh no, that wasn't us. And then the reformers, Franklin Delano Roosevelt and them, took a page book of Theodore and rammed it through their gullet. First 2 years, President Roosevelt was not popular because he went after these guys. And by 1933, Prohibition ended. He put his foot stomp on it. Because Wilson said, oh, the boys are back, let's dry up the beer. What kind of idiot would do that? Okay? They're targeting, this is my fellow outlaws, they're targeting New York City and New York State, mostly in the New York City area. So if you're doing any gun renting, gun dealing, or anything that, go to West Virginia and Virginia. Do your dealing there. If you see any of the strike forces, special agents, deputies, or special attorneys, do it like in the 20s and 30s. They're not your friends. Let them have it. Also, tell your members of your gang, an association, or whatever, if anybody squeals out the rest of us, of your faction or whatever, they get shanked and their nads will be removed and stuffed down their throat. This is a warning to all squealers. You get stitches and something get removed really quick. Let them sew those back on. Okay? So, in New York City, don't do any gun dealings. If you have to commit a crime, use a baseball bat. Use a knife. Use a hammer. Now, I'm going to prefer a rubber mallet. Why? It's wood and it's rubber. Okay, what metal detector was going to find that? and you bunk them on the head, the shoulder, kneecap, whatever you need to do. I don't resort to violence because Uncle Alan prefer using his old noggin. Okay, Chicago. Get away from the state of Illinois, go to surrounding states if you're doing gun running, gun dealing, gun trafficking, and marketing. And also tell everybody in the lower levels, if you squeal, you get stitches. Los Angeles. We're going to make it a dry county. If you're a gangbanger and you squeal, you won't see daylight in the next 30 seconds. Okay, because there are going to be a lot of squealers out there. And we know what happens to squealers. This is the entire Los Angeles area. Don't do gun running. Don't do anything with guns. Be the old-fashioned way. Okay? Now, Uncle Alan doesn't like violence. So what you do, if you see the Special Strike Force, take a photograph of them and photocopy their photos and put it on posters throughout the neighborhoods of their activities. Warning, federal special agents, dangerous. And you put out these sheets, photocopy sheets of you-know-who out there, where they are, their vehicles, let everybody know. Okay? These folks are not going to help the local police. If necessary, hand out flyers to the local police. They're a threat to the local police, the sheriff's department, and anybody else. So you go check out Wayne at the Ungrateful Peasant. Biggest one is the Bay Area. You want to photograph all the government officials involved. I mean, this stinks of graft. If I took a big marker and just wrote it around the Bay Area, okay, it is worse than Chicago. Corruption you would not believe. So you mark it down, you make your flyers of the special designated U.S. senators, the special designated U.S. judges, special strike forces, special agents and deputies. Take their photocopy it, pass it around. Okay, these people are not law enforcement. These people are criminals. They're going to be surprised because they're going to target also Washington, D.C. Okay, again, do not use any firearms in the city. Be smart. Use a knife, bow and arrow, spear, hatchet, mallet. I don't suggest violence, but it does help. But like I said, don't do that, okay? Now the second part of this, which is kind of scary and also long, and Captain Crazy and crew authorized the use of F-15s inside the lower 48s. Okay, that's mainland USA. And why are we using A-10 gunships and F-15s to solve a Department of Justice problem, FBI problem? Oh no, the ATF needs all the help. That's why I'm including kiloton nuclear warheads. That's 10 times stronger than the ones they drop on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Okay? Captain Crazy lost his mind. Okay? And what did they say? Problem cities, patriots, certain rebel states. What rebel states? We're the United States. Territories of the U.S.? Huh? Native lands? Huh? Okay, you're going to use gunships, A-10 Warthog gunships, and F-15s with kiloton nuclear weapons on United States soil and territories? And this comes from four 4 reliable sources. One's from India, one's from Russia, one's from Poland. Okay, and the other, I have another one, but I won't say it because he's in the Department of Defense. All right, Captain Crazy is gone nuts, big time. Using A-10 warthogs because some guy's jumping up and down on his property with an AK or AR, and why don't you just arrest him? Oh no, we just got to fire napalm or white phosphorus. And what is he talking about? And wipe out his homestead and open fire with a 20mm cannon? Make sure none of those... What is he talking about? Arrest the person. Don't annihilate half the county. Shoot up the cows. Yeah, those cows look kind of strange. They might be patriot cows. Let's gun them down. They're polluting the atmosphere with their evil cow farts. Huh? Has anybody watching too much Practice Prepper or Hopeless Cat? Remember, this is Captain Crazy and crew. We can't abide for it. Have no idea. Okay? Also, it's safe to say they could use heavy artillery like the A-10 and F-15s on Washington, D.C. with non-nuclear packages. What? So, if somebody's protesting for black rights, not BLM, or something's wrong with the government, not these fake groups, they could use an F-10 or a Warthog to remove the problem. This is Washington, D.C., District of Columbia. I think something's really bad, folks. Okay? So anyway, check your numbers, look at them, because a lot of people have been shadow blocked really bad. And it's kind of racist, too, because I've been talking to a lot of people on certain social media with a different call sign and name, and I found out they've been blocked on certain things, and they're Asian, Indian, the wrong kind of black people, the wrong kind of Mexican people, the wrong kind of Central American people, the wrong kind of African people from Africa. They were getting shadow blocked by a lot of funny things going around. Okay, and please check out these channels. Now I know my friend Dave, he gets shadow blocked a lot. Cat Patton Family Condom, he gets blocked a lot. Corsair's Trainer, Old School Prepper, Palmetto Prepared, The Ungrateful Peasant, Gray Man Standing. I don't know why they always put gay commercials on this channel. Garden State Gardener, Alaskan Prepper until he sold out, then he's not shadow blocked. Alaskan Granny, Sutton Days, and Prepper Potpourri. I think it's very strange. Oh, and my friend Ray at Grandpa Prepper, he gets shadow blocked a lot because he's the wrong kind of black people. He's not young, he's not hip, he doesn't dance, and he doesn't swear. He has a grandchild. So that's the wrong kind of black people. Huh? What are they talking about? Ray's a good man, and you should listen to his channel. He needs a lot of help. Sign up. Make sure you check in. Make sure you're signed up to Ray, because they shadow block him and also delete a lot of people from his channel. You're the wrong kind of black people. You're not young. You're not hip. You're overweight. So you want Ray to be a transvestite, skinny, on drugs? Yes, that fits all of the requirements. No. We're good Christian people, and we're going to make sure everything comes out in reality. I hope you can watch this. I hope they don't block it. I hope they don't fade it out or whatever they're going to do weird. because if I had the money, I would sue the living daylights out of certain things. But I don't. So, like I said, folks, who knows? I'll catch you later. You have a nice day now.